Hey, welcome back to this new Pits Array tutorial, and today we will going to the moon. Okay, here we are now on a fresh Blender scene, and today I want to import here a character from Mixamo. And yeah, I searched here for the character and added, searched here for space. And I want to go here with the Astroid character, and the animation was something like idle, and I think I added here this idle animation to this character. And yeah, I think, oh no, I think that was this idle animation, but it's up to you. You can use whatever you want. Download this one, and then we can bring this here now onto Blender. Let's import here the FBX file, and let's import the idle FBX. And I want to go here and change the rotation to 180, so it's pointing into the other direction. Let's delete here the cube, and let's see when we are going to the shading. Into the shading here, it's already everything on it. So the only thing which I want to change here is the emission a little bit. Increase here this one 25, that the suit stuff is a little bit glowing here right now. Okay, let's leave everything else and let's jump right back here to the layout mode. And first of all, I want to change here our camera. So let's jump into the camera view, go to my 0 in the X, -4 in the Y. Let's go here now with 0. Maybe let's adjust this later. 90, 0 and 0. Okay, and yeah, maybe let's jump right here into the settings. I want to go with 20 millimeters and the focal length, and shift the offset to 0.25. Yeah, and yeah, let's leave it now like it is. And now we can create here our first landscape. So you can find these by pressing Shift A and go into the mesh landscape. If you don't have this, go into the preferences and search here for landscape, enable the ANT landscape plugin, and let's go here, add a landscape, leave all the settings like it is, and we want to jump right here now into the shading. Yeah, so let's do this really quick, and let's add a new material, which is material moon, because we are on the moon. And yeah, let's add our the moon textures here right now from textures.com, or they say that's Astroid textures. So let's select here Principled BSDF, pressing Ctrl Shift and T for the node wrangler setup. If you don't have enabled this one, I think I say it in every tutorial, node wrangler, enable this one as well. So yeah, Ctrl Shift and T. Let's go into the moon textures and select the all the textures. I think we have to add the AO manually later, so let's see. Import everything, and now we can see that everything is on it. It looks a little bit weird here now. Maybe let's add here a subdivision surface. It looks a little bit better now, but we have to do some changes. First of all, let's bring here the generated, not the UV, and that's looking better here right now. And what we can do here for the ambient occlusion, which is already here in but not connected. So we have to go here into the base color and search here for mix RGB and bring this one here in between. And now we can go ahead and pipe this ambient occlusion thing, which is here, Astroid AO, ambient occlusion, and bring this one here into the color channel. And now we're having here some ambient occlusion as well, but we have to change here this one to multiply. Okay, that's looking better here right now. And I think we want to leave all the settings like they are here, because that's the thing here. Because we are in Eevee, I like to add here a little bit more of the normal, and I want to disconnect here the displacement, because we want to add this one now. And if we want to change between Eevee and Cycles, we don't need this one here, because we are adding now some more some displacements here in the modifiers. So let's increase here the level viewport to 2. And I want to add here displacement. I want to add the displacement deformer here. And now you can see some weird stuff is going on. But first of all, we have to add here texture. So let's rename this one here to Moon. And we have to go here down to this one. And now we can select here. This texture, which is the height map of our of the textures which we imported. So let's do this here really quick. And yeah, we have to see what we are going for, because I think we have to sample this texture a little bit down. So let's make this here first. Maybe let's disable here the displacement. So let's bring this, because we want to scale the landscape a little bit bigger later, so we can scale this texture a little bit down. So let's go here by 4 by 4. So we have here these holes, and when we are enabling the displacement, now that won't fit here now. So we have to go here into the mapping and change the repeat here as well to 4 by 4. So that is on the same point now, but we have to go back here and change the coordinates to UV and bring the strength down to 0.05. And now we are having here some cool displacement on this landscape going on. And yeah, you can disable it if you want to, but then I think it looks a little bit flat. So, but it's up to you. You can do this as you like. So, okay, let's go back here into the camera view, and yeah, let's position. Let's bring these things here into the position. I want to increase here the scale of this one to 100 by 100 by 21. So it's really high here now. And let's bring this one back here to 40 by 70. So, and maybe I like to rotate this one to something like 105. Let's duplicate this one here again. It's a little bit slow because the whole displacement is going on here. And I want to bring this to the left side to -40. And let's leave this like it is, and maybe let's change the rotation to 0. So we are having here a little bit of stuff going on. We're just pointing to the Earth later. Yeah, let's duplicate this one again to get another landscape. And let's change here the stuff like let's see, 18 by 18 by 0.9, so it's a little it's really tiny here right now, but we have to go here with the offset or the location by -0.3, so well, let's see, and 7.5, and yeah, let's leave that by 0. So let's see that we can adjust it a little bit more. So let's bring this a little bit down here to the edge of our camera view, and to yeah, to align this here to the foot of our astronaut. I think something like this is okay here. Let's see. It's a little bit in the air here right now. So let's see this a little bit here. Maybe to something like this. And yeah, because this one is really close to our camera here, I want to duplicate this material to another one and increase here the number of the scale, so it's a little bit smaller stuff here in the front going on. Yeah, I think that's here now for our moonscape. I think that is looking good. Yeah, now we are going to create the Earth. Okay, first of all, let's jump back here into the layout. And let's see, we want to create a UV sphere, and I want to go with 64 by 64, really big. And yeah, let's shade this one smooth, go to normals and auto smooth. Okay, we want to increase here the numbers to really big, but that's not the real size of the world, I know, but yeah. We are always faking stuff around here, so let's go with 100 in the 3 times, and bring this one to 200 in the Y, and let's go to 72 in the Z. So yeah, as you can see now, the Earth is disappearing because the camera setting here now, the clip end is yeah, too small, so we have to increase this to 500. And now we can see here our Earth planet. And maybe let's go here into the material view now, and yeah, let's bring in here the Earth textures. So let's jump back into the shading, and where's my pen? So let's create a material for the Earth. Material, Earth, material, Earth. Okay, I will put the link into the description for the Earth as well, for the Earth textures and the Moon textures, and yeah. So let's Shift Control and T this stuff here, and this is here the Earth textures. And yeah, let's see what we can import here. I think let's try everything, but I think everything will not go into this one here. So as you can see now, we are having yeah, the Earth, and let's see, that's the normal thing, is okay. The specular is okay as well, but let's duplicate, Shift and D this one here, put this one here into the vector, and we have to select here now the day map and put the day map into the color channel. Now we are having here our Earth. That's looking more like Earth, I think. Okay, that's okay for this one, but we need something else, which is, let's duplicate, no, we don't need this. The specular, let's leave it like this because we want to duplicate this one here, and we have to change this one here to the Earth night map. Bring this one here into the vector and put this one into the emission, because we have some dark parts here later. And let's go here into the rendered so we can see this a little bit better. And now we can see that here are some lights off on the Earth, but I want to add here a color ramp in between, so we have a little bit control of the lights here. And I want to increase here the emission to 25, so it's really bright here. So we can change this first. Let's go here into the colors and bring this a little bit to the orangey and bring this down. And now we have to increase a little bit here, or put this black slider tip here into the right direction. So, and now yeah, we have only the control of the slides here, which is good, I think. But yeah, what is the Earth without some clouds? To have a little bit more control of over the lights, I want to make this with a second shader. So let's duplicate this one here, and let's make an mix shader here. Let's see here, let's duplicate this one and select here now the clouds. And of course we have to bring this one here into the clouds here. And now we want to bring this one into this base color channel. And I want to put down here the specular and bring it down now here, or pipe this clouds here into the second shader part here. And now we can see that we are having here some clouds on our Earth going on. So I think that's looking cool here right now. So for one thing which I forget here in the Earth material is that we have to increase the roughness to 1, because we have later some weird stuff going on with the lights. So don't forget this, to increase to 1. Because yeah, we are here into the space, I don't want to have a gray background. So what we can do now is jump here into the world. And let's see, where's our nodes. And yeah, we can easily change this one here to black. Now the space, yeah, the space is black, but I want to add here some stars. So what we can do now is pipe this back here to a noise, to this one here. And we want to put a ramp in between, so something like this. And yeah, what I want to do now is go really high with the scale to something like 400. And I want to bring this slider here down. And now you can see when we're playing a little bit here with this slider, yeah, we're having here some star background going on. Maybe let's put this a little bit down here. But as always, you can play with these things. So we're having here these star thing background now. Okay, that's cool for this. And yeah, now we can add here the sunlight. Let's use the scene light here for this one. Let's tweak this. So first of all, let's enable here these ambient, the Eevee settings, ambient occlusion, bloom, and yeah, screen space, reflections, half rest trace, blah blah blah, edge fading. Now we can go here into the light, and I want to change this from point to sun. Now it's really bright, but let's bring down this to 100. And I want to change the color here to a little bit bluish here, to something like this. And I want to make some other changes. Let's turn down here the specular and the angle to 0. Shadow is enabled. Let's see, contact shadows as well. Okay, and the next thing is now to change here the rotation. I tried different angles here for this one, and I used something like -284, -334, and Z value for that Z value of 216. Now we're having something like this going on here. Some cool rim light here on our character, and yeah, some stuff here going on this side. Yeah, for some other stuff, because we are here in Eevee, we have to always fake a little bit global illumination. I think in the space there is no global illumination, but I'm not really sure. But I like to add here another light, which will be here our fill light, so we don't have so dark spots here in the scene. So let's duplicate here our, maybe I rename this here to sun, and duplicate this one, and I want to change this to a fill light. And let's go back here into the settings and bring this one really down to 0.2, and yeah, increase here the specular. Want to go with 152 in the angle. And we don't need a shadow because that's a fill light here. And let's change now a little bit of the rotation. I like to go here with 39.5, 0 in the Y, and 393 in the Z value. Now you can see, I hope you can see it, maybe I have to increase it a little bit more, that we have now yeah, a little bit of a fill light. So I want to bring this down here again, so that the scene is not really dark on every point here. So we can rather see some stuff here going on. And yeah, that's it for the lightning. And here's a little part which I want to add here now to the earth. So because I like to have a little bit of this atmospheric thing which is around on some pictures in on the earth. So let's go ahead here and select here, maybe let's, oh gosh, oh my. So maybe let's select here the earth and rename it first. And now we can duplicate this sphere here. Let's go back here into the object and create a new material and add more sphere, add more, yeah. And yeah, what I want to do now is yeah, bring in a, let's delete this one here, and I want to bring in here a Fresnel, and let's pipe this one here into a ramp, color ramp. And yeah, when we are putting this one here into emission and putting this one here into the surface, now we are having here the glowing sphere. I like to increase this one to not 2200. It's really really bright now, but when we are changing here now the IOR of the Fresnel down a little bit to maybe something like 1.05, then it's looking a little bit better. And I want to add here in the color ramp a little bit of bluish, not a little bit, I want to add here some bluish color, maybe something like this. And yeah, we want to go ahead. Now we have this sphere, but yeah, we have to put this on our Earth. So how we can do this now, we can go ahead here and search here for a mix shader and bring this one in between. And when we are searching here for a transparent BSDF and bring this one here into this shading stuff, nothing happens. But now when we're going into the blend mode here in the options and set this one to alpha blend, this one is here around our of our Earth. But one little thing for me, I only want to have this atmosphere stuff around where the light comes. So we can do this by going into this shader here again, and let's select this stuff here. We can do this by adding here now mix RGB here into between the emission and the color ramp. And yeah, let's bring this color here to black, because the other stuff should be black here now. And we want to use a gradient texture with a Control T with the mapping stuff going on here. And we want to bring this one into a ramp, color ramp, and the factor, and this one here into the factor. And now we can control a little bit more what is going on. So let's bring down here the white slider a little bit. So now you can see that we can adjust this as we like. And when it's a little bit too bright here, we can change here this to 100. It fits a little bit better here now, I think. The last thing, because yeah, we are here now in space, we can put here yeah, a really quick thing. We can put here yeah, a little helmet on our space woman here. So let's create another sphere, maybe 23 by 23. Let's change this to smooth and the normals, and yeah, now let's bring down this to 0.28 3 times, and let's see that we can put this here on the head of our space woman, so it will fit here in. The head will fit in here. So let's see through our camera. I think something like this is okay. And yeah, to create a little transparent effect, let's enable, let's create here material helmet. And I want to go here with something like Fresnel. So let's go back here into the rendered mode. Let's search here for Fresnel and put this one here into the base color. And I want to go here with 1.05 again. And we have to yeah, add a mix shader here again. as we did here for our atmospheric stuff. So let's search here for a mix shader, bring this one in, and bring here a transparent BSDF. That's looking good. And now we have to change the blend mode to alpha blend. And now we can see the head here, our space woman. Maybe let's increase here a little bit the roughness. And yeah, I think that's it here. Let's position this a little bit more to the center. And when we are going into the cycles view here now, we can do this as well. And let's go here with the GPU compute. When we are here in cycles and we have this bright thing here, I just increased here the roughness, so it's looking a little bit better here on the edge. But yeah, that's the thing here for this one. So that was this Moonscape tutorial, and if you like my stuff, check out my channel, or if you want to support me, go to my Gumroad or Blender Market page. See you there, and bye.